Hello, hello, everybody. This is Blue with yet another day of games. So, today we are playing the options, but that's not what we're playing. Hang on. Playing a game called One Way to Die. Now, this is all I saw when I was getting it on Steam. Just a dude bleeding into a bathtub. So, thought it'd be interesting. Story mode. Suddenly, you snap awake in your bed, mouth dry, eyes sticky, and a slight film of moisture covering your whole body. Oh, God. As you blink away the fog of that last dream, the one where you died, a feeling of dread creeps over you. You're barely able to recall the last few seconds of it when suddenly those images are replaced by a pretty nasty headache. Fight the feeling that horrible things are about to happen and your pulsating cranium. You remember that today is the last day of the glorious Finnegan Brothers Fun Park. The fun park is. Anyway. While the closing itself is truly a crime against humanity, the upside is that all the rides and games are free. The fried foods are heavily saturated as well as discounted, and there's a chance to win your own elephant. Who would pass that up, even with the specter of death lingering about? Clearly not you. As you glance to the window, lost in thought, a slight scratching noise pulls your attention away. Then, almost on cue, your phone chimes in with a notification. You sigh and stretch out a little in your bed before making a decision on what to do next. I check my phone. Excuse me? All I did was look at my phone and you're telling me I died? I have to clean my glasses too. I can't see a thing. You have died from the unknown. I died kinda. Okay? You pick up your phone and you see you have been mentioned in your local subreddit for some reason. Nothing that out of the ordinary. People are always trolling your cautionary postings about possible dangers in StarCam. Clicking the inbox, however, shows that you were mentioned in a post about your obituary? What the heck? You exclaim as you start skimming it. Is this a joke? According to this, it seems the funeral will be tomorrow. There are a few comments, some talking shit about you, and even some by a few of your neighbors. You hit the comment button to respond about the oddity and let people know this is some kind of hoax when the phone falls from your hand and your eyes go blank as you drop to the floor like a sack of wet shit. Oh god, it's the same thing again. Okay, wait. It says something different. Okay, you snap awake again from what seems like a dream, where you died in the most horrible manner. Clearly, I couldn't have, you say to yourself. It was only a dream. Still, you can't shake the feeling that dreadful things await you this day. And just like in the dream, a roaring headache shoots into your brain, right on cue. As the last of the dream dissipates, you remember today is actually the last day of the Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. You close your eyes once more to fight back the piercing pain. Oh, take a deep breath and ready yourself for the hopefully imagined dangers lurking outside your bedroom door. As you glance to the window, lost in thought, a slight scratching noise pulls your attention away. Then, almost on cue, your phone chimes in with a notification. You sigh and stretch out a little before making a decision on what to do next. All right, this time, let's find a scratching noise. Oh, I was eaten by a head crab. You hear a weird scratching noise. Off somewhere on the floor. Looking over to the side of the bed, you see some weird, flesh colored looking creature with no discernible face sitting on the floor. What the fuck? You start as the thing crouches down a bit. You sit up just as the little bastard leaps to your face. It latches on and begins to chew your face like jerky. Despite how you try, you can't seem to pry it off, and eventually you succumb to your wounds. Time to wake up. Okay, time to continue this again. Let's look out the window. I died again. I've been punctured by an arrow. What the heck is going on? You stand up from the bed and stretch a little. A yawn slips out as you scratch your head and turn towards your window, which happens to have a lovely view of Murphy's Lake. A gorgeous day to spend at Finnegan Brothers. and the scene itself seems to soothe your headache just a bit, when suddenly an arrow bursts through the glass, piercing your eyeball and penetrating deep into your brain. You stagger for a second, finally losing your balance and dropping to your knees as a single stream of blood trickles down from your eye. Your headache is replaced by a wholly different sensation now, which you only experience for a split second before falling forward, dead. Okay, can I just lay there? Okay. I died by bed. You decide to rest a bit longer and press the flattened button on your bed's remote. That's right, you have one of those fancy hospital but for home remote controlled adjustable beds. The bed jerks a few times but then starts slowly straightening itself out. You lie there and wait for it to stop moving when suddenly it begins to jerk wildly. Before you can roll off, the bed snaps in half upwards, which also bends you completely in half at the waist. Spine snap, guts pressed out through every open hole. Okay. Head to the door. Oh my god, we're still alive. Just as you reach the door, you hear a weird whistling come from somewhere in the room, or at least what seems like somewhere in the room. You glance around really quick looking for the source of the sound, but a rather long and incredibly thin thread catches your attention instead, hanging from the ceiling, about a foot from the wall. It is so fine you almost didn't see it at first. Where the hell did that come from? You say. Just then, another jolt from your headache kicks in. Wince from the pain. There's one benefit. However, it does remind you that you stuffed a few extra aspirin in the pockets of your pants. You know, just in case you needed them on the fly. You ignore it and go to the hallway. Oh, yes! Got it right. You crack the door open just a little and peer into the darkness of the hall. A cold sweat forms on your body as you imagine all the horrible shit out there waiting to kill you. But if you're going to make it to the fun park's last day, you're going to have to summon up all your courage. Close your eyes and try to do so. Suddenly, nope, you feel different. Okay, summoning all your desperation, throw the bedroom door open and step out into the hall. Where do you go from here, though? Go to the bathroom, the front door. Let's go to the kitchen. Oh, I lived. As you stroll into the kitchen, the landline phone immediately begins to ring. Sigh and walk past it for a second to survey the kitchen and plan the break of your fast. In the background, the phone keeps ringing. Undeterred, you spy the fridge, which could contain a wealth of goodies, mostly those used in the construction of a sandwich. The cupboards also probably have food. You see a lone banana lying on the counter, and amazingly, you see all this with the kitchen lights off. Still, the phone keeps ringing. What kind of psychopath lets the phone ring this long before hanging up, you wonder? What kind of psychopath? Oh, I died. From mice feasting. You flip on the lights and it's just bright enough to blind you as it flickers to life. Well, that, or you're too obvious to notice the misplaced shoe lying in the middle of the floor. And what should have been shown again in slow motion replay, you stumble after, clumsily tripping over the shoe. You stay upright though, juking left, then right, but finally smack your head off the new granite countertop you just had installed. The look on your stunned and stupid face is priceless. You crash down onto the floor. The piercing pain wakes you up, but your body does not seem to respond as far as moving is concerned. You hear skittering going on around you as more and more parts of your body begin to sing in bitter outrage. At least you can still feel, even if you can't move. That's a common thought. Or that's a comforting thought. Or at least it was, till you realize the cause of your additional ills are tiny mice. But lots of them. An absurd number. In fact, all of them highly interested in the eating of your supple flesh. Luckily for you, the shock takes you down into darkness, where the blood loss claims your life. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're all the way back to the... Really? Head to the door. And then... into the hallway. Go to the kitchen. Answer the phone? No. I've died from telephone electrocution. Great! Who could it be, you wonder, as you reach for the receiver, the cold chill of paranoia blowing its icy breath across the back of your neck? Hello? You greet the caller as the frayed edge complete with exposed wire that you've been meaning to fix, rubs it up against your elbow and rests right at the bend there. Unfortunately for you, there's a freak surge of power that pulses up through the line as you finally figure out who is on the other end, allowing them the personalized horror of hearing you get electrocuted right then and there before the audio fizzles out, dropping to your knees, steaming and sizzling from various orifices while pissing yourself profusely. You collapse in death. Okay, that's nice. Head to the door. To the hallway. Go to the kitchen. Banana. Ugh. Counter terrorists have been shot by terrorists. You pick up a banana from the counter, smoothly peel that bastard, and pop it into your mouth. Must be stuff in the fridge for this sandwich, you think. You open up the door and start looking around for fillings, just as you hear the back door open up. Who the shit? You exclaim as a few men in ski masks run in screaming at you and then force you down into a kneeling position while brandishing assault weapons. One starts to duct tape your hands and mouth. Right before he starts to wrap it around your eyes, you hear someone outside screaming, "Flashbang out!" You hear something metal hit the floor just as everything goes white. Before your vision can come back, you hear a bunch of other people enter the kitchen with guns blazing. The sound of death and pierced appliances fill the room as you feel at least a good 20-some bullets riddle your body. You slump back into the hole-riddled fridge as you hear someone say, "Fuck! Who shot the hostage?" Hey, and we start again. Head to the door. Move to the hallway. Head to the kitchen. Check the fridge. Oh, okay. You rub your temples a bit as you open the fridge, and luckily there are some leftovers sitting center stage. There even appears to be a bottle of Croak soda right next to it. A complete meal indeed. Beyond both of this is a wide variety of goods and ingredients for making your favorite kind of sandwich. You know the one. You admire the bounty for a second as saliva begins to fill your mouth. Just then you remember you got a box of Bumpy Puffs in the cupboard too. Decisions. As you ponder which you're going to eat, or eat first, you spy the lava lamp you got at the flea market last week. How it glows and swirls in the dim light of the kitchen. Might as well get after it. Scraps of cereal. I died. I've been stomped out by the... Jesus, Milkman! Something feels a bit off, but you can't be sure what. Damn those nightmares for making you paranoid. With a heavy sigh, you decide that perhaps a sandwich is just a bit too much work, and a nice comforting bowl of cereal will do the trick. But you notice that there's no milk in the fridge. Oh well, luckily the milkman will be stopping by at some point. Yeah, you have a local milkman. You rush to get the cereal from the cupboard just to be ready. Just as you walk across the other side of the kitchen to fetch a bowl and a spoon, you notice someone run past the kitchen window. Was that the milkman? He seemed to be wearing the appropriate outfit. You head over to the back door and open it to see what's going on. Standing there are three gentlemen in outfits. Milkman outfits. Fuck, you exclaim, as you realize your bill is a month overdue, and they take that shit seriously. Like stomp you to death seriously. I've been burned to death. Time to wake up. Head to the door. Hallway. Kitchen. Fridge. Lava lamp? Oh. You have died by microwave explosion, and like that, your adventure is over. That new lava lamp you just bought catches your eye from across the room. It is tantalizing, and you do vaguely remember something funny involving them, and a microwave you saw on the internet. Without a second thought or concern for the nagging, dreadful feeling from earlier, you close the fridge and walk over to pick that sucker up, then head for the microwave. 10 minutes is crazy, but maybe 5 will produce the effect you're optimistically confused about and hoping for. You lean forward, almost, pressing your face against the door in a childish enthusiasm. As the lava lamp hits an important and critical heat, then explodes forth from the microwave with great force. Glass, fire, microwave shrapnel, and hot lamp lava bit blasts into your face, ripping it apart like wet tissue paper. And while it does kill you pretty quickly, it was not quick enough to make it a painless death. Oh, our luck ran out permanently. Alright, well that was a nice short one. We'll try that again later, see if we can get past chapter 2. But this has been fun. It's been nice to hang out, and I will see all you in a later episode. Bye bye.